This is somehow not affecting my science production so far. And I don't know how that is exactly, but thank you. Alright, so that stopped exactly there because it got mixed in incorrectly, so that's another place where please to clean. Use filters. Steel. That can get started again. And same deal, because I just kind of have to roll with what I have. Right, set those. Steel is going to be greater than 5,000. In order to start it up, make sure then set that, yeah, to 1,000. Then just like look at the pollution and just put a hand on my head and be like, ah, not much I can do about that. And get that rocket ready because it's just about there. Checking on tlcoffee's status here. It's mainly all done. That's good. I can live with it having too many thrusters. This is technically part of Gleba. It's Gleba prep, but because that ship does need to be here. We're gonna need about 400 of those. And this should have a stop condition associated with it, right? Because I desperately need engines from somewhere. And this is claiming that it's done what? Well, it won't be able to do those because it hasn't done 600 of the other ones, so. Just gonna rethink this slightly. And then once that hits, this should be able to move. I need to go and see what my rails are doing, though. All the things I could break that I can barely see. Okay, that should be more than enough. Where's my trees and rocks only blueprint? Because I can really use that out here as I'm going by. So I have all this carbon that I can use to start up a new power plant situation, or I can just be like, and here's 7 stacks of wood, go. The train has to be about like that. Then I'll hustle the fruit off like so. And figure a short buffer to unload all the fruit as fast as possible. Then I need to daydream a bit. Okay, just wide enough for a rocket. 2, 3, yep. So that it's like on Nauvis, right? Then I'll want a facility like this at the end. Means I should, so those are about 0.2. That'll about do it. And 1 for 1. It'll start off as a single beacon design though. And somewhere in here, near the train yard, there needs to be a plant making rocket fuel. But done Gleba style. It's going to be 0.3 of that a second. And that'll match what I've done up there pretty well, I think. Put 2 of them just in case I get lucky. Ooh, I finally ran out of good stuff. Yeah, I finally ran out of good fortune on that steel. It must have just restarted. That is a Gleba requirement. That'll be most of the basic logistics stuff done. And then work on the train brakes, because that'll help everywhere too. And back to figuring out productivity, I think. I might have to move my idea of a train station further in, though. Okay, that's coming up on the rocket. The last thing is going to be the 2... Well, no, it's not 2. It's like 8 environment modules. It's not like 8 environment modules, it's 8 environment modules and a bunch of speed. Just didn't sound right to say. It's one of those... Somewhere in here there's a speed 1. Right there. No buster. Oh, did that just get sent up as a bulk order? Never mind. 3060 versus... $26. Yeah, it's not good enough to rotate that out. But that can come, too. Ten twos, 10 twos, twos. So switch that over to automatic requests, and then tell it to give me from stockpiles. Continuing adventures in cleaning. Riveting stuff, I know, but... Okay. Boom. 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 Needs a sulfuric acid. Does not have a sulfuric acid. Why? Boom. Oh, what? And then 10. Does this tell me what's missing from... No. And then 10, but at normal. And then something is telling me to put, like, 20 guns on here instead. Just to save time in the future. Okay, tlcoffee's got nothing assigned. Spockig should be getting stuff now. Yeah. Because I have a bunch of those. You can just kind of sit back and send those back down once it's done. Not pay attention to it. Okay, that's good. Fire draw's insane, but it is working. Then that's the steel train on this side, so... Well, wait a second. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Stop that right there. Because, alright, if this is the steel train... That's frustrating. So the stations have gotten reversed on accident. There's only 2 lanes going out on each one of these. So just take some deep breaths, say, it's only those 2, and fix it. Just that simple. So now that's iron. And this is steel. And that's what a normal Factorio error looks like. And yeah, no, I'm not leaving that one on the cutting room floor. That's part of this project. It's to say, no, that's what it feels like normally when something goes wrong in this game. Back to designing this idea. Want to double check. Okay, it all made it down in here. Cool. Because it's heading to Gleba now, so I make that a full, not without fiddling. Ugh. That should be the 2 train engines once that comes down from orbit that I need to kickstart my base. Yeah, I'm figuring out how to do this. It will take a moment.